Yes, indeed. See, my soul is tortured and tormented by this racial crisis.
No shit.
Yo! Sorry I didn't have anything to you with. I haven't really got this on DVD, so I can't really, like, push it in your face this time. Yeah, this will probably be a pretty short video because I don't really have much to say, but I'll give it a go anyway. And, yeah, let's get this show on the road. Motherfucker! So what I'm going to be reviewing, what I'm going to be reviewing today is Fritz the Cat by Ralph Bakshi, based off the comic book by Robert Crumb of the same name. Now, Robert Crumb was notoriously really unhappy with this movie. He didn't really give the director and the producer the rights to his comic book. His wife did, and Crumb was mighty pissed off, I do tell you that. Fresh. The plot of the movie kind of goes like this. It's based around this character called Fritz, who's this little cartoon cat who has a very large libido and a taste for being mixed in the wrong crowd and doing drugs. During the film, Fritz meets up with a couple of rather dodgy characters which put him in a couple of sticky situations, one of which he meets up with this guy who becomes friends with in this black bar, and he takes her back to this old kind of squat kind of place where he meets up with this black woman who gives him about 60 spliffs at a time, and during a trip he has sexual intercourse with her, in which he kind of comes to a conclusion that he has to start a revolution where black people kind of stand up for their rights, in which a couple of people get shot and he's on the run from the police. On the run, he mixes in with a couple of rather dodgy characters again, this time a Nazi cult which tries to push him into blowing up a nuclear power plant, and the shenanigans ensue from there. I do have quite a few things to say about this movie, some good, some bad. I'll start off with the good to, soften the blow. The voice acting in this film is actually quite remarkable for its time. It kind of sounds like they just recorded people talking on the street or in a bar or something. It really does kind of sound like realistic dialogue and not just someone in the studio making funny noises. And some of the artwork and visuals in this film are quite outstanding and strange. Some of the bad things I have to say is there's moments in this film where I kind of feel uncomfortable. I'm not like a prude or anything. It wasn't like the sex scenes and the drug scenes, because that was fine by me. Some of the trippy freak out scenes, and there's this scene near the end, I'm trying not to spoil it for you, there's a scene near the end where this woman gets beaten and raped by this Nazi cult, and every time I watch it, it doesn't feel right to me. Well, obviously it's not right because it's rape and like beating up a woman, but it just feels like I'm watching something that really should have been cut out. So if I'd have to give this movie a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it 6 out of 10. I mean, it was good, but it definitely has a certain audience. So if you were into watching something a bit weird, something a bit out there, something with adult themes, that you can just sit and be like, what the fuck is this shit? Then this movie's probably for you. But if you want to watch something you can chill out to, your friends or your children, then maybe you should watch, I don't know, fucking Madagascar or some shit. One thing I will say though is that this film was based in the 60s, but it came out in the 70s. So even when this film came out, it was dated, and it feels even more dated now. So yeah, you have been warned. So yeah, my name is Simon, aka Simon Whistle 91, and it's Tuesday on the Daily Movie Critics. Next week's horror week, I'm not really sure what to do, so give me some ideas because I am stumped. Yeah, be sure to rate down there and subscribe over there, comment down there, tell me what you think. Watch this movie, it's alright. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Motherfucker!
Revolt! Revolt! Revolt, you thick